filled with self-driving cars, 15 genders, and an endless supply of Twinkies. You have made a flawed mistake and have decided to listen to these two irresponsible degenerates. Don't blame me. You have been warned.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello there. Yeah, it's a bit loud.
We got off to a late start.
And the headphones are plugged into the right port this time because I didn't do it.
This is correct. So we're off to a little bit of a late start. I didn't even mess with this yet.
Listen, this man has been running around since I got here. But we think you're going to like the product we have today.
Gotta refocus. There we go. We just want to make sure everything is as good as possible. That's all. I may end up moving it back further, actually. But either way, the guys are in practice right now. They had 10 minutes of practice. We have 16 bowlers from mostly Memphis, but we have a couple from down south, southern, I think Tupelo.
Down south, up north.
So right now they're in open practice, and they're going to draw for lane assignments here in a minute. That's about it. Yesterday, Jamal held his tournament. He had a tournament here. It went rather well. I bowled rather bad. A lot of these guys bowled it yesterday. A lot of these are the same bowlers from last Wednesday when we had it at Billy Hardwick's.
Yep.
Which is fine. Hey,
Oh.
I don't,
That was insane. The quality of bowling was spectacular.
It was very close.
Very
close. Which is, again, I don't care if you're a 200 bowler, a 190 bowler, or a 230 bowler. If that's what you're doing and we're having a match, that's all you can ask for. I mean, look at the match yesterday for the finals. Carl shoots 269,
268
268 and
loses to a 300.
To a 300 by Mr. Gary Faulkner, who almost ended up bowling tonight, and most of these guys here are pretty glad he didn't. So yeah, we'll go with that. So
Because that was this. He shot two 300s during that, didn't he? He shot.
are you in town for the fourth?
Are you in town for the fourth? I'm going to Senatobia, Mississippi, on Thursday night.
So we did have two. You're right. He shot 300
The first game and the last game. Consistency is the key.
So
And you want to know something that's even more impressive? Aaron Holloman
just had surgery.
just had surgery, shot 300 as well.
Yeah, he did. Game 5 or 6, I think, something like that. Yeah, I asked him yesterday, what are you doing here? And his wife goes, I'm wearing the same thing. So I'm going to go help her with the brackets real quick. So
Cool. Yeah, I didn't come here in person and watch the tournament, but I watched it online with everybody else. And I watched the stats on Tournament Bowl, and that was crazy. I didn't think that he was going to bowl for a good little while, Aaron Holloman, and he came out and shot 300. I think it was the last game of the qualifying. And Carl, that was heartbreaking. 268 and did not win. Lost to a 300. It takes a PBA world champion to beat him out at 268. It's crazy. I'll let Brandon, well, he'll read it in a second, but I'll tell him. If I didn't have plans, I'm sorry. So Brandon is going back and forth today. He's a madman today because he's running brackets, he's running the tournament, and he's over here jabberjawing with me. So he's literally going to be everywhere. He was here super early today. I thought I was here early, but he was already set up by the time I got here. I came straight from work. But he already had the camera set up for the most part, and we were doing extra stuff. He was on his stuff today. much time we got left on the clock. 4 minutes of practice. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and flip the switch. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you see, we've added a couple things to the stream. On the right side, you have a view of the pins, and you have so that way, when you go back and watch this, all of your comments are here. Plus, you can see exactly where we see them, so if we don't respond to you immediately, you can always. Brandon and his newfound geekiness. He's very, very proud of these, and they're stinking awesome. We got some Eagle Bowling poker chips. If you were here on Wednesday, he talked about it an awful lot. So, you got your Eagle Bowling of the bowlers for the bowler on the foot, and the backside is the lane with the website. That's stinking cool.
Probably have less missed though than yesterday. Well, yesterday I did.
Now this guy, this was set to go on Tuesday the 2nd, and really due to some constraints we had to move the one a little bit, but thank everybody for being flexible and today. A lot of these guys, a lot of the local guys are bowling on Monday nights anyway. Thank you very much for anything good. Just like last time, there's no special shot or anything like that. We're really on a strike motion. Again, with a lot of these guys from Memphis and West Bowling. So the scores I expect should be pretty high. I would assume. But you know what happens when you assume. So, I was scared somebody was going to say that the game was cheap. These guys up top. Look at these guys. Okay, think about it for them.
Brandon, all overall.
I think there's some redemption after Wednesday. Ladies were not very nice to him last Wednesday. I'll tell you that right now. Very closer for that, and absolutely disrespectful.
Number one.
I need that back. Them bitches won't shoot.
So the guys are done with practice. What they're doing now is a random draw. They're going to draw a number between 1 and 16. And they're going to be on that number. Numbers are randomized on the screens, as you can initially see. It's kind of nice. You have numbers 1 through 16 on the board. Where you draw is
Put your name in place of the name of the number.
okay. So what they're going to do is they're going to put their name in where they draw. Make it a little bit easier to see. Like me.
2 people have you. 1 person hasn't drawn. Oh, Aaron, you didn't draw yet? Aaron, you want to draw? Cool. Go ahead and put your name in place of the number.
Give us time to get set up here.
Oh, 23 right.
What did you miss? They drew numbers, and now they're putting their names in the system. That's where we are. Have you phone back there? Unmute yourself.
There we go. Yes, we're gonna swap. Yeah, after the game, we're gonna swap lanes. So, one thing I didn't tell you about that was, well, email went away.
Did I not do it correctly?
But there's an added bonus.
Added bonus.
Added bonus. So,
What tarnation do you do?
what'd you name it?
Cat.
Oh,
I went to the extent of sizing it perfectly.
oh shit.
You didn't do it. Bad in you.
Copy.
Copy pasta.
Transparent.
Aren't you adorable? Okay.
So there's a website I found that gives all the parameters to
Very cool.
make the file, all that. Yeah, I was very busy at work today.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
All of the working things. Okay. Brendan comes back. I want to see how hard it will be to take the Exciter graphics off, because those are just annoying. What was that? Still can't get over that. This man had surgery. I just... It's craziness. It's absolutely crazy. Okay, so you can't leave the 4.9 on 32. That's what I'm getting right now. behind the bowl that makes you feel like you're right there. Yeah. We'll cut one of the mics anyway. As the sound is coming through our microphones, I believe, it just didn't can't adjust it. Thank you. Close all the tabs that are not needed. There we go. Save the resources. Yeah, you saw that. That was fantastic. That should be the reason for an instant replay button. Right, slap it out. It's facing the wrong way. You gotta come on this side. That's not on, no. We're not using that one. Sorry. I brought my GoPro just in case. I brought it in, and I'm not using it. Welcome back. Thank you.
It's a little hectic, not too bad.
I know you'll probably be going back and forth all night.
Hopefully not too bad. Did you explain your wife what she missed?
Yes. Picking poker chips out of a bag.
Pretty much.
That's what she can do. I just keep repeatedly saying that this man had surgery.
Shot 300 and is continuing the trend right now.
I do see that he's, at least compared to usual, he's throwing the ball slower. So he is taking it easy at least.
Yeah, but it's a little slow. Not too, probably about a mile. 16 typically. So,
Is it 14.6? 14.5?
yeah, it's me at game 8 yesterday. Actually, I was probably closer to 13. It's terrible.
Checking B what's going on.
I'm lying. It's on this side.
How about that? Fantastic.
Weren't you the gentleman from Bakersfield, California? Check it from
California?
Remember, on Wednesday, we had somebody from Bakersfield. I said Bakersfield, too. I want to say that was the guy from Bakersfield. Might be wrong.
If you ask him nicely, he'll be fine.
I'm hoping since I'm talking about it, and since, you know, it's,
Let's go, okay? Yep, that's me. Good memory.
you comfy guys. I'll be right back.
We won't say anything about that. While he takes care of that score change, you're back with me again, so sorry. I'm not going to say a word, but there is some good bowling occurring. Maurice over on 32. It's going to be up after Ryan. He was with us on Wednesday. Check, we are having a good evening. Thank you so very much. I hope you guys are. Things are going well. 13th. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Okay, now I don't feel fine. That was a disrespect. Now I don't feel so bad about saying it. The group on 32 is they are taking care of business. This is making me crazy. Go. Now my OCD is not so bad. Good luck with that. I'll be okay. Good luck. Everything.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what the odds are that we can turn the Exciter graphics on.
What?
The Exciter graphics. Not on the screen, on the
I wouldn't want that.
turn it off.
Oh, turn the eagle going.
I mean, unless the guys really want, unless they really want to see the Tyrannosaurus Rex, you know, stomp the village every time they. I mean, I didn't know. Oh, heck no. Although sometimes, let's be real, we could all use a little bit of help with the spares and how to shoot them. I don't think that it's going to be necessary today. Just. Yeah, like you got some hand hidden in there. I don't think you're really doing that. By the way, don't sit on the tables. Only eat the tables. See, you may leave a 4, you may leave a 9, but I don't think on 32 you're going to leave a 4. So if you pick the ball speed up on that thing, over 15. 15, 8? 15, 8, you do that ball fast. I think you got it out a little bit quick on this thing. So for those of you playing the home game, tournamentbowl.com, these scores will be posted.
I'm back again for a short period of time.
We get a second, we can, well, whenever the standings are updated, we can post the link.
That was actually something I was going to do. Yeah, didn't get a chance to do. I was actually going to put it out. But you technically still can do it. I'm not chance to do things right. It's 1 9 a little bit. Okay. Back.
He's going gonna make some tweaks and adjustments. You see whoever's bowling on 32 through the words. I did move it over just a little bit when the chat window was black behind it, just so you could see who was behind it. But you can see Chris's face through the next
No one's looking at Chris's face.
or the back of his head. An 8? 10. That was weird.
So we're doing brackets as well as iGaming. So the brackets are $5 brackets. I originally started off as $3 brackets because it's a shortened thing. And the old gentleman that drove almost 3 hours goes, "Why are they 3, not 5? I think 3 hours." And I'm like, "Fine, I'll make them $5 brackets." So they're $5 game brackets. So I was doing math a minute ago, and I'm used to regular 3-game bracket with 8 people. And I was like, I literally half the money. Where am I $400 short? I wasn't $400 short. I was counting on 8 times 5, 40. 40 times 24 bracket, 960. I only had $400 and something in my pocket. Once 5 times 4, which is almost 20. So that moment there.
Math is hard sometimes.
My math did not math at all. It was definitely that was definitely more late formant, something like that.
Okay, maybe it's on both pair. I've seen the potential for a 4-9 on both 31 and 32. Both times have been kicked. That's a rare single kick miss from me.
It is. But then Brian is a solid 5, but no
Absolutely.
solid, but yeah.
Absolutely solid. I don't care what you say.
I didn't see the angle exactly.
Pretty broken.
So, again, if you're watching, especially if you're a first-time watcher, this is something new we're starting. We started this 2 months ago and change. Go ahead and hit the like button if you like it, and hit the subscribe button.
Don't go to the hook. If you get the ball outside, you're not going to have any problem getting it return back.
They are bowling on Bourbon Street. Gary, thank you very much. I will take, depending on how I feel, I'll take you up.
That's okay.
Bourbon Street, bowling on Bourbon Street.
So I lied to you earlier. This isn't a house shop.
No, it was never going to be a house shop. It was never going to be like art.
Okay.
And I had agreed with saying, let's just bowl them we bowled yesterday, because yesterday was pretty difficult. It wasn't like, apparently it was challenging. We had to make a shot.
What was it yesterday?
It was Gary's concoction.
Okay, there's no telling.
So they had changed conditioner, run up something. It wasn't like a sport pattern necessarily, but it definitely...
It's a Gary Faulkner special. That's all you have to say.
It was. That man stayed up hours, trying to figure out something to do with the bowl round. He does hours trying to concoct something for his bowlers. He really is a fantastic asset to, again, he's still here to make money for the bowling center, for the owner. But he does a tremendous amount with bowlers. He really does. And Carl's doing what Carl does.
What campaign? I don't know.
And he's bowling on the, arguably the best pair in the house.
Heard that from quite a few people, especially on Monday nights.
Yes. I mean, it's had the house record twice, and no, the current house record. So, we'll get the all the camera stuff all figured out eventually. But I hope the sound comes in good, and I hope the video's coming in decent.
makes sense that we're not bowling on just a regular Caption. The scores aren't dipping. They're competitive.
And don't forget, I mean, you also have very good bowlers.
Very
So,
good.
I mean, you've got two of the best lefties in the Memphis area, at least. You've got arguably one of the top three best bowlers in the Memphis area. I would say two of the top three. You know what? I take that back. We have three of some of the best lefties. Let's think about Aaron. Don't know why I wouldn't blank on Aaron.
One of the top senior bowlers.
That man ain't showing it.
He's not going to miss anywhere he goes. His biggest problem is always going to be carrying. If he has a problem, it's going to be carrying. And then you have Tim Hardigan, he's won damn near everything that I put out. So, I mean, he won. I mean, he was everything. I was not betting against him last week. I wasn't going to bet on the actual game, the last game, but I did bet the game. There's no way he was going to win that fifth game. And Hardigan's more of the tournaments. So
He ran that bracket.
Yeah.
He went to the losers at the second round
Second round.
and ran it all the way up.
And it was close. I mean, don't get me wrong. The fifth game was close. He didn't win it as much as Maurice lost it.
The 4-9 is impossible.
Jason appears to surely quickly regret making a 3-hour trip.
Well, I stand corrected. There's a 4-9 on lane 31. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is possible. It's very difficult. Yes, they do. Oh.
Shut up.
That's his dog.
No, that's her mother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's her mother. She would be my stepdaughter at the very best. Yeah, we're not going there.
That would kind of shocked me. I was like, wait a minute. What?
Yeah. Sometimes something comes out of her mouth is outrun. Came up together. Now I know why Richard doesn't have Facebook.
Mic volume is low, machine volume is high.
Let's see. What is that? Let's see. So that is the volume coming from, that was the volume coming from the GoPro. That doesn't have volume. It doesn't have volume. So let me know if it changes at all, Lucas. Oh, okay.
He said that's better.
Great. All I did was I lowered the GoPro volume. But maybe it just didn't overpower. Thank you, Lucas. Or as my girlfriend likes to call him, Sunshine from Remember the Titans.
That's why I kept hearing everybody call him Sunshine. That's why I heard everybody call him Sunshine on Wednesday. Did not know that. So the pin carry, if you can get the ball in the pocket, the pin carry seems to be a lot better here than it did at Hardwick's on Wednesday. I'll tell you that. You do have to get it to the pocket. And something that I've noticed about this house is you do get punished more for higher hits.
Oh yes, it is definitely a light house. You definitely carry much better here with a light pocket hit.
But you do have to hit the head pin.
Now, I
That
will
is a
say
preferred
this.
activity.
If you look at some of the people's ball, like yesterday, Gary's ball was driving. I mean, that thing left here and went straight to St. Louis. But Aaron, as phenomenal of a bowler as Aaron is, I personally believe it's got a lot to do with the setup of his equipment, maybe surface, maybe the layouts. I don't know if he's using Michael's layouts, what. His stuff doesn't drive as it should. And if that guy ever got equipment lined up as it should, he'd be unbelievable. He's already unbelievable. So let's see. Go to Tournament Bowl. Results. Let's find out. So she didn't have it yet. It's not up yet. So as soon as scores get put in, I'll drop the link in the chat. Now that, especially the chat's. I don't know if that'll. The regular YouTube chat will be a link, but I don't think it'll be a link in there.
No, you can't click a link on a video. So they'll
Well,
be able to
everybody
check.
else does. That's got to be an overlay. You see people that do something with clicking, it's got to be an overlay.
Yeah.
So,
Just doing Carl things. That's all.
I'll be right back.
Yep. There's a few people that I'm kind of surprised about the scores right now. Aaron having a tough third and fourth, I'm kind of shocked on. That's an almost Greek church. We've got a respot. It's going to occur. Which is perfectly fine. I think it's gonna give 31-32 an opportunity to catch up a little bit. They started a little bit late, so they're a couple frames behind. So far, it looks like Carl and Damien got 31 and 32 pretty much locked down. 29 and 30 looks challenging. That's all I'm going to say about that one.
So, anybody
There you go.
does anybody want to make a wager on who the first 4 out are going to be? Or excuse me, first 8?
Yeah. So are they going to go one game and then switch over?
They're going to do one game. They're going to switch. Yeah, they're just going to flop pairs.
Okay.
And then we'll make the cut. And then, well, 2 more games. Start over from scratch. No carryover.
No carryover.
No carryover. And what is he doing back there? He's got to remove a pin laying down the deck. It's not that difficult. I literally can run back there and do it myself. There he goes. Just don't.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a pin standing.
No, that's not supposed to be standing.
Oh, because it was out of range.
Yeah, they got it right. They all told me that. It wasn't just Brian that told me. It was Mike said something. And if Mike said something, I have no reason to doubt Mike. I just don't.
And he got the weird 8.
I'd have loved to see him chop that one. That'd have been impressive. So Tim Hardigan's off doing Tim stuff, and Carl's doing Carl stuff.
Yeah, it looks like Damien and Carl look like they're on
Standouts.
top right now. Yeah. Nobody's got the full string. Everybody's got at least one frame. Damien's third frame was a 7 count. Ooh. It's a 7 count. Carl's was a 9.
Clay Hargrove had a good set. He just, I don't know what he left. 6 count in the 6th
Almost
frame.
a green church.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's a green church minus the 10, I believe. Or 7, excuse me.
So, you know, it's ironic. This time last year, there wasn't that many things in Memphis, or I should say the Mid-South, to do. Now, Chad's Pro Shop runs a sweeper on Thursdays.
Thank you.
Thanks, sweetie. And then Gary was running his thing on Thursdays. And Jamal has been running a couple of things. Then, of course, you know, I've done the call-outs. Last week was a new thing. What did I call it? Oh, 8's enough.
Yep.
That was a new thing. I liked it because it's a small. Billy's has a double sweeper that have a BYOB, which they've had that for a couple of years, at least 2 years. I think once they saw Billy or Gary having the success during the summer, they
picked it up.
They picked it up and did some. I mean, there was for a minute there, Gary was doing his strike it big on Wednesdays during the fall, and it was affecting Billy's league during the fall, which is at the time the biggest league in Memphis. It was like, holy crap!
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty comical. Nothing at all. I'm not knocking Billy's at all. I bowled in that league, but it was funny. Gary put this up, and people, I'm gonna go bowl that instead of bowling league.
Right. Was it Wednesday or Thursday?
It was on Wednesdays.
Wednesday.
But of course now, Josh Heimoff's been doing a lot of stuff over in Arkansas, which is, I mean, Josh, the Heimoff family in general, just fantastic people, great bowling family. And Josh, you know, he's trying to do his own thing. He just got married. You know, how would it be to just get married and one of your groomsmen is, I don't know, was he PBA Rookie of the Year? Eric Jones?
Yeah.
Was it? I think it was Eric Jones. He's in his party. I'm like, you know, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think, knowing Eric, he might be watching if he's not working. But he had, you know, I'm sitting there looking at the pictures that he had, the party and whatnot, the wedding party. I was like, look at this. Guy's been on television. He's won countless regionals. I bowled against him, and it wasn't even fun because guy didn't miss. But anyway, you know, you got Corkese in Hot Springs. He's running tournaments. And then you still got McCorvey's that does stuff out near the Nashville area. So, I mean, huh? No. No pins carry over. If you make the cut, you made the cut. Y'all can discuss that.
And here he is.
After the way you bowled yesterday, I wouldn't doubt it. You were an albatross right there. No, I didn't.
You were talking about stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about stuff to bowl locally. A tournament in Kennett.
Oh, what was the...
It was that tournament in Kennett.
Yeah, I remember Jason saying that, and it's the Branhams, Chase Branham, Nick Branham. I forgot.
That's the most I know about it.
What it? Huh?
That's the most I know about it.
Let me look that up. I can't remember. Let me look that up. Chase, if you're watching, so I know Chase has watched. I'm not expecting you to watch necessarily, but I know you have watched in the past. The handicap tournament. And Kenny and I went and bowled Kennett. It's a nice little house. I know I've talked about it before. I think I talked about it last Wednesday. I love the house. It reminds me of, you know, back in the day bowling.
What day was it that he said?
Sorry?
What day did he say it was?
I thought it was the 4th.
There's that.
Let me verify that with Jason.
Yeah.
See, it's a Firecracker 7. Firecracker?
That's all that I see, yeah.
I'll ask Jason when they go to swap lanes. John
Okay.
Johnson, he's another one. He's going to shoot here for 57.
I'll leave it up just in case. Broadcaster curse strikes again.
No. That's a 2-pin. That's just
40.
terrible. That wasn't a curse. I didn't curse him. That was terrible.
So,
Wasn't like
46
he left a solid 8-pin.
isn't true.
And Brian Ball didn't roll that good at all day yesterday. So yeah, don't tell me I cursed anybody. I didn't curse anybody. Maybe I'll make sure I get Christian to swap the lanes. They're getting ready to finish up.
Cool.
I got a minute. John finishes with 245, which is currently the high. Currently, Carl can burst that bubble. Now, if he does it, doesn't matter what he leaves, that would be a broadcaster curse. I'll give you that.
Damien can go out for 220. Chris is 230. Aaron is 244 if he punches out.
Which isn't bad for 2 opens.
No. And oh yeah, surgery.
That was a week and a half ago?
Deal, I don't care.
Oh, no. I didn't mean it like that. I mean it like, it was a week and a half ago, please.
With surgery can pull that good.
I mean, yeah, gave birth? Oh, no problem. A week and a half ago. Oh, and Timmy's going to go out here for 69.
Yes.
Carry out after the first 2 games, or
Nope, start back at 0.
Brandon's gonna make sure to shout that from the mountaintops after this second game.
I'm guessing he got it.
Yep, Tim has one more shot, and he'll be top with 269. Yep, going 245. Donnie, 195. Brian is 184. Reggie's 175. We have 1, 2. We have 200 so far. We'll likely have three 200s for 8 bowlers. I take that back. Mike can shoot 2-0. No, wait a minute. No, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 190. Shoot about 90. Oof. A lot of last second reaction. Just if that ball had the ability to, it would send pins down to like lane 13. I swear. Damien wraps a 10 pin so he can go out for 15. Nope. Yep. 15. Yep. Got what corner pins? It's crazy. So Carl can strike out for 259. Brian wants this game back. John likes that right lane. Carl does strike out. Secures second spot as of the current moment, unofficially. Do not trust my math. Powerful Brooklyn by Damien. Strikes out for that 215 game. So Chris can strike out for 230. 235 to be exact. Aaron's looking at 223. Ryan really wants this game back. Good Lord, have mercy. Good Lord, have mercy. $1.90. Ah. Brian knocked some pins out, but it wasn't the pin you needed. That ball was directly on the nose. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Brian is upset. So it's going to end in 223 for Chris. 191 for Brian. Okay, cool. So we got the, never mind, just kidding. Thought that they turned off the Exciter graphics. I was wrong. So after this game, we have one more game. And we're going to cut the field in half. So all the bowlers are going to bowl across both pairs of lanes. These guys are going to finish up over here and then swap over to 29 and 30. The guys on 29 and 30 will come across, bowl on what is arguably the better pair. Maurice and his shades still. Bowled in them on Wednesday. Put on a hell of a show. So 223 for Aaron if he strikes out here. 205, excuse me, 205 for Maurice if he strikes here. $205. And Aaron does strike out. Here's 223 game. Woo! Play with an aggressive carry of the 10 pin. He can strike out for 19. 219. And Marcus had a rough game. It just got a little rougher. He could have struck out, I believe, for 200 on the button. Now it is $176 if he converts the spare and strikes. That is a legal conversion. He'll have a chance to punch it out. Clay still has his 219 intact, and there it is. So almost polar opposites on these two pair of lanes. You had a lot of deuces thrown on 31 and 32. Only, what, two, a few, maybe, on 29 and 30. So I'm very interested to see how these guys are going to adjust to the lanes, because they're obviously playing different. They've got to be. I'm very, very interested to see how everybody adjusts. So once again, 2 games, we're swapping. 2 games and we're swapping. And then that was your game number 1. Game number 2, the pins are going to carry over, but oh, what happened? There we go. We're in there. We'll get game 2 started.
I didn't forget that time.
Made a comment that they were almost polar opposites. You had a number of 200s on 31 and 32. You had maybe 3 200s on 29 and 30. Very interested to see how differently the lanes will be played, and if the scores are going to mimic, or if you think they're going to flip-flop, and this is going to be a very, very close match.
Well, 29, 30, 31, 32 are total polar opposites. The irony is I hate 31 and 32, but I probably average 15 pins higher on 31 and 32, including an 830. So I hate 31 and 32, but they are drastically different than each other, and they're drastically different than any other pair in the house.
Any other?
So I'm going to go here. So if anybody's wanting to see the results, I just posted a link in the chat, the actual chat, not the one that's on the screen. Chris, get that? Oh. So what we can do here is, let's see, let's go to studio mode. That way I don't screw it up. Go to, what did I have there? I don't know what I had there. Go to scoreboard 2. Bring that up. I don't know what that, we don't want to do that. I want to play with that. I like that scoreboard. What's this one? No, we'll play with that one. I can play with that one. I got a problem with that one.
Pin striking on 32 is absolutely no shocker.
So
I'm pretty sure if they allowed you to just put a drape, kind of like they do a, oh, what's that tournament that they put the big curtain? So you can,
Peterson?
yeah, I'm pretty sure he could bowl that and just be perfectly fine.
Sure. You know what? You're probably not wrong. So let's see. Filter. We're gonna crop this. Crop.
Yep.
Crap.
Grab it.
Crappy.
Grab it, baby.
200. It's not terrible. Left 75. Probably go 100. 100. And we'll go 100. It's not terrible. It's got everybody? It's got everybody. Alrighty, so
There you go. After one.
after one, we've got big shocker there, Timmy Hardigan and Carl Williams. John Johnson's in third, Aaron Holloman's in fourth again, tied for fourth. Excuse me, Chris Forrester. Clay Hargrove is in sixth. Damon Leathers is in seventh, and Maurice is in eighth. There is three huge. Excuse me. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty shocked at almost the entire bottom of the list. Mike,
Yep.
Donnie and Brian, Jonathan, and Jason Robinson.
J-Rob struggled a little bit. I noticed
I
him.
made a comment to Jason. I was like, "You ain't ever coming back to Memphis." So again, after this game, we're gonna cut it. That cut line right there. We're gonna take the top half. Pins will not carry over after game 2, so they start fresh. Game 3. The winner of Timmy Hardigan won the first high game with 267. First place is paying out 500. Not for the high game, for the whole thing overall. 275 for second, 175 I think I said for third, and 120 for fourth. So not terrible for $75 entry. It's 1 and 4. Almost all the tournaments I run are gonna be 1 and 4. Most of them. We did do a 1 and 3. I forgot why, which I'm not opposed to it. I'd like to spread it a little bit more money. You know, a nice healthy mixture of more money in spots. So I'm gonna give.
Wow.
I thought it went down.
Wow.
Actually,
And it got knocked over.
I'm gonna hold on.
We'll
to
need a
the-
respot.
Oh, respot.
Yep. That was disrespectful. So it looks like the guys from 31 to 32 that moved over to 29 and 30 have adapted pretty well. John is upset. Brian looks to be doing a lot better on 29 and 30 than he did last game on 31 and 32. A couple of the guys are experiencing some moving pains with it, but for the most part, everybody's got a pretty decent little grasp on it. That's an 8-pin, right? Oh, from the back. That was a good shot right there. You don't see those very often here. You don't see the ones that come out of the back like that very often. Or as Carl says, the best way to pick up a spare is to not leave one. Tim's doing the exact same thing right now, along with Chris, Aaron, and Mark. And Mike. There's a 9-pin. It just disappeared. The 10 pin just freaking disappeared. Lord have mercy. So, can't really see it. Can't see further down to the left right now. There are no leagues bowling tonight, but this place is packed. So, huge shout out to the guys over at Strike Zone for allowing us to put this on today, because they could have very easily said, "No, we need these lanes for some open bowling. It's gonna be busy."
Well, technically speaking, they did. But what I mean by that is, originally this was supposed to be tomorrow.
Right.
If anybody's familiar with Strike Zone, there's a big baseball park next to us. They're having the Dizzy Dean World Series in like 4 different age groups, and they have half a house of leagues tomorrow. Which Tuesday nights at night we usually do like the match plays and stuff like that. I'm not even sure why it started out as Tuesday. Actually, it started out as Thursdays, but then Gary started doing his thing on Thursday. Same thing with Chad, so we moved to Tuesdays. So technically they did, and again, I don't fault them. I am paying lineage tonight, in case you're watching, Gary. With the little matches, they've been very generous with the little matches. Of course, I mean, we're not using that much line, and they're not losing any money, real money with us bowling 2 people, the whole 3 games, because most of them have been sweeps. And again, we would, but I'll tell you what, Donnie had a fantastic idea, and I might do that the next time we do what we did last Wednesday. The loser pays the lineage every round. So, example, the entry was $75. I forgot what I paid Kelly in lineage, but I paid her. Kelly at Billy's, again, she gave me a discount, but it wasn't, she gave it to me for free.
Right.
So I paid lineage. Out of the $75 I paid, or out of the $75 per bowl, I paid a lineage. Donnie had an idea. He goes, there was two game matches. 1 game match. It was 1 game match double elimination. He goes, had the loser pay the lineage. So the most you're going to pay is 2 games. It's going to be 4 games. Because you can only lose twice in that scenario. So the most you're going to pay for is 4 games. And let's just say $3, which is a high lineage, but it's typical open bowl lineage. It's $12. But the winner never pays. And I was like, I kind of like that idea. Money doesn't come out of the lineage or out of the prize fund.
Right.
I'm not taking any money out of prize fund. So if I ever do another one like that next Wednesday, like I did last Wednesday, I may do that. It was different. It was interesting.
Literally 100% back to the bowlers.
Yes, and when I pay, for the most part, when we pay lineage, we don't pay high lineage. I don't. It's not that I won't. It's just I'm blessed. I have people that treat me well, and they give me do favors for me, and don't try to rate me on lineage. And then Kenny took care of the lineage over at Bolero, and they didn't take advantage of him. He probably took advantage of them, but they didn't take advantage of us.
And something for the folks that may not be familiar with what we do, we get 0. So as far as Brandon and I, Kenny, nobody takes a cut out of what we bring in for these tournaments.
Well, for a little sweepers, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we took bracket money when we did brackets, yes.
For the brackets.
But I mean, as far as like this little streaming, no, I haven't I haven't made a dime one. And if my girlfriend knew how much money I spent on all this equipment, she'd kill me.
We won't talk about that.
And I know she's not watching, so I'm not worried about it.
Sweet. But it's gonna be on the internet. The internet's forever. But yeah, so all these cameras, all of this equipment, all this stuff is this guy being a nerd.
My cool poker chips.
Yep, showed that off earlier. Got us some Eagle poker chips. That's what he has the numbers on. So when the bowlers drew their number, they were drawing poker chips.
So I have an idea on that. Thank good Lord. I said, good God, he threw a ball over lane 32. So I'm going to get green poker chips, and I'm going to have the QR code on the back for the website. www.egobowling or ego-bowling.com. Actually, you can type in Ego Bowling and it'll go to it. And then I'm going to get black. And those are going to be like giveaways. It'll have something on it with value. I haven't figured it out yet, but like $5 worth of bracket. You know, like I'll cover the bracket.
An entry.
I haven't
Up to.
I haven't figured out what, but it's something different.
That's cool.
Just again, something different. I love this sport, and I would only do this with someone that loves the sport. You know, in a similar notion the way I do, like you, Kenny. Kenny loves the sport. I know you do. So again, I wouldn't be in this booth doing this with someone who didn't feel the same about the sport that I do. And if I can do something for the bowlers to make it different, then I'm going to figure out something.
That would definitely be different, and that Morgan.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
What do you think our budget is?
I don't know how to respond to that. I really don't.
Although, to be fair, with as much equipment as you bought because your girlfriend's not watching, you probably could have put a decent down payment on one. But
this is a woman that has a horse for a dog.
hoping 80K. Well,
I think 80K might be like the base model where you got to roll the windows up with the window crank,
yes.
but I'm not positive. Don't worry, Morgan. Johnny's going to be home early tonight. I think he shot, what, 191 the first game?
He was one of the ones that struggled a little bit with carry, and he's having a hard time finding it in this game, but it looks like he's got a pretty good grip on 32.
He's only 15 behind.
Yeah, he's not far. I mean, the cut is 2-0 at the current moment.
So you're looking at 400 for the whole thing.
Right.
Let's see. Let me go ahead and do this. Set up. Well, I don't want to do that.
I am very happy to report that Ryan is doing substantially better than he did on 31 and 32. I think he was ready to throw his equipment in the garbage. Lane 30 is going to need another respot. That was the 8. He's going up there to get it addressed right now, though. Mike with his first miss this game. 6-pin. That'll end his streak. Donnie with a 4-pin. The equivalent. On the left side. Didn't particularly care to shoot at that spin. We were waiting for a respot on 29 or 30. I'm gonna step away for just a moment. I will be right back.
Sure. I may have spoke too soon, Morgan. It's questionable. He didn't have a great look in the last pair. He has a better look this game. So I might have been wrong. I may have been wrong there, Morgan. Oh,
Did you get a good view of that?
which of what?
The 10 pin that slid over to the 5 pin?
No, somebody was in my way. Jason was in my way.
Yeah, his 10 pin just took a good old slide to the 5 pin spot. Really in between the 8 and the 9 pin. Where'd the short guy go?
Probably the restroom.
Oh.
Yeah. Had to make a correction to the brackets. My math still isn't mathing right.
Wow. So I come back to Tim making a 9-pin give up, and Carl stopped me on the way to the desk, saying that we had a 10-pin slid all the way over to like the 8 spot.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
It was it Clay? No, yeah, I think it was. I'm gonna say it was Clay. I don't remember. I remember Jason was up getting ready to bowl, and he yelled out something and put his ball down because of what he saw. And I didn't see it. I was doing something over here, and I wasn't paying attention, unfortunately.
Well, it wasn't anything that it didn't go out of range because there's no correction.
No, it didn't go out of range. It did not.
Interesting.
Because I looked up and I saw it. I don't know if it was Clay or Damien, and then he missed it, unfortunately. So gets a break and then he lets it go.
Oh, Damien. He's got the 9
He
out.
got 9 out, and then of course Clay had the 9 spare. So I don't remember which one it was. So it looks like Carl and Timmy are gonna walk through to the next. Here's I don't even know what happened there.
Shades of Billy's. Not to mention the deadwood in the middle of the
You
lane.
threw that out the window. Looked like you tried to hit the camera with that one.
I made a comment about how that may be distracting. It may have been his focal point.
I hope it wasn't that early, but you know, the hindsight being 2020, maybe
Yeah.
shouldn't. It's not like it's moving.
No.
It's like a pole at Plaza or Park Lanes, whatever.
That was a frustration ball right there.
Well, I mean, Johnny's known for that, unfortunately. He gets upset. He wears his emotions on his sleeve when he bowls. He's got a plethora of knowledge, and on top of that, he's got one of the most adaptable. His skill level is ridiculous. He can play harder than anybody down the ditch.
But the emotions run high though.
And he slows it up, and he can circle the whole lane. There isn't a whole lot of shots out there that he can't do. But yes, when he gets in his head, unfortunately, it doesn't usually go well. And Brian, he's sitting roughly 9 pins out of the cut, or 14 pins out of the cut. I'm not going to say what he has, but it's clean.
He's having a substantially better game than he had on 31 and 32.
He's got more strikes right now than he did all of yesterday. That was 8 games. He didn't get his first 3-bagger until like game 5.
Dang.
And I'm not even exaggerating. You know what's fantastic? 0 drop frames.
Absolutely. And only 38 out of the 590,000 frames that were missed from rendering, /encoding, which is very good.
Just 2 games.
Ooh.
Huh? Oh, Johnny. Johnny just took himself out.
All right, now. Pull up the leaderboard for me.
He was 15 out. But, he's got to be, let's see, what's Maurice doing? Nothing.
Well, now but we don't know now
Damien's-
even what he had going on. I have to go back to the footage and
No,
see,
it
but
wasn't bad.
it wasn't.
I mean, he probably had a 220 going. Damien, he doesn't. Maurice doesn't.
I mean, I'm
It's
reserved. I'm reserved on what I want to say.
Hey, Chris isn't doing all that fantastic, and he was 223 tied for 4th. So,
And I'll tell you, Donnie's getting some bad breaks. Not Donnie, Brian. No, Donnie. Donnie's having some bad
I
breaks.
said Brian
He's still
hasn't
in
got-
it.
Brian hasn't gotten a bad break this game.
Right.
He might have last game, but what he didn't get last game, he's getting this game.
He's being paid interest right now.
Oh yeah, heavily. Like a
There's a slap out.
was he looking at his son like that?
I think, yeah. Carlos on 29. He slapped it out directly into his area.
I think he was talking shit to his dad. You walked away, and I'm sitting there looking at the brackets. My math still wasn't mathing. I still had for a $5 bracket. I had in my head $5 bracket. I'm still paying out $25.15 or $25.10. No, you idiot! You only got $20 in the kitty. You can't pay out $35. I redo the brackets. That's what you get for trying to be, give them something else to play for.
Just understand, math is hard.
Well, make it worse. So the bracket payout's gonna end up being, let's see, hold on. $12 for first and $8 for second. What I end up paying. Because it's $20. Normally I get, you get money out of the bracket, but I don't want to, that's already a weird number.
That is a weird number.
Well, what do? I got 20 to, typically you take
So
5.
if you kept it at 3,
Oh, I've been honest with you. I had a stupid number that I was doing it for 3. It wouldn't have worked out either. It was really dumb. So if I kept it at, well, no, forget 3. I'm not even trying to do that math anymore because it's no longer 3. Let's just say I took $5. It gives 15. What do I make? 10 and 5. The second place keep their money back.
and he has left the building.
Elvis has left the building. Morgan, I was wrong. He's going to beat everybody home.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good spare.
I think he needed that too. Well, no, he definitely, no, he's pretty much out.
He needed more than that.
He needed more than that. Let's see. Unfortunately, Jason made another 3-hour trip. And it's going to be... so that was a tournament. The Firecracker.
That was a tournament?
July 7th
July
in
7th.
Kennett, Missouri. If anybody's listening who's near Kennett, Missouri,
There you go.
look it up. Kennett Bowl. I think that's the name of it. Matter of fact,
Yep. That is correct.
let's see. Facebook. Kennett Bowling Lanes.
Kennett Bowling Lanes. And there's the man, the myth, the legend right there.
He's wearing the same jersey.
That was back from 2022.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, come on. You got to tell me.
Click on, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
And
Waldo.
it was down a little bit. There you go.
So here, I'll do this.
The biggest of shout outs.
Yeah, it's I can only do so much. Yeah, there you go. I'll share that. So after this, we're gonna make a cut. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hadn't even thought about laying assignments. Should I have them draw again?
More poker chips?
How many poke chips ready?
I mean, true. That would be. It's truly random. So that would be a suggestion. So Brandon's gonna get that set up, and now we've already cut one, so we're gonna cut 7 more. So 31, 32 we're going to get done first. We had a couple of respots over on 29 and 30. So Donnie's going to end up with a 165 for this game. John Johnson can strike out for a 238. Tim can shoot 237 if he strikes out. And J-Rob can shoot a score that'll be present right after this pin climbs the mountain and plants a 225 flag in front of some fireworks. God bless America. All right. 216. Yeah, Jason strikes out. Brian Brookins. 219. Tim with the first and the 10th. Brian is covering some boards, man. So he's got 219. That is a washout for Tim. That may have been a feeler ball. I'm hoping it was anyway. You don't see him miss like that very often. Reggie. Shoot 215 if he strikes. Punches out in the 10th. And Mike. 257 actually if he strikes out. A good rebound from his first game. First game wasn't that bad, just better. And once we start getting closer in the 10th on the other lane, we'll go over the very nice pickup from Tim. Converted that washout with absolutely no problem. Reggie with a spare, he can hit the last for 195. I'm going to take a look at the standings real quick here. So J-Rob will pretty much be out. As he just said, as the first double of the day, it's been a rough go at it for him today. Reggie, this is gonna be it for Reggie. That was the best shot he's thrown on this pair so far, arguably. Brian getting lucky enough to leave a split over there. And ooh. Starting to experience a little bit of breakdown here, so we're going to start seeing some interesting stuff happen. That also could have been worse. Didn't like it. But I think that's going to be good enough for Mike. 230. I don't know. Very, very close. Woo! If that ball hooked 0.01 more boards, it would have chopped.
Another little fun fact about Kennett, Missouri. It is the birthplace of Shell Crow.
Yep.
That's the only fun fact about Kennett, Missouri.
So, my
Hey,
I'm gonna go one.
you can keep the names and then how on the slot.
Well, no, I'm gonna have everybody redraw. I'm just gonna have everybody redraw and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not gonna make it complicated like the first time. No, but then I gotta have him do it.
so
What about 2 more, bro?
2 more games,
my
and you are.
yeah,
I said, and
You
you
are.
are.
I have a an aunt and uncle that live in Hayti.
I'm sorry.
I have an aunt and uncle that live in Hayti, Missouri,
No.
which is just outside of Kennett.
Okay.
And we'd go through Kennett every time we want to go, and then we'd divert there off of 55. That is the only reason I ever went to Kennett, Missouri.
You ever stop by the bowling center?
Never.
So it's like a diner that has lanes.
Yep.
So again, I really like it, and if they put a little bit of more money into it, I don't know that you're going to get it out of it, though, unfortunately. Because it's just the area.
Okay.
You don't have the, this center, where this location, it's location.
Yep.
But it's a center I would love to bowl in, except for lanes 1 and 2. Even Chase will say you could burn lanes 1 and 2 and nobody would care. Down to the ground. So 1 and 2 is just terrible.
All right. We've got 31 and 32 out of the way. 29 to 30. Go down the list here. Damien. Just about to say 190, but he cannot shoot 190. He can only shoot 180.
So Carl's going to get high game here.
He very well may be. Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
right
Tim only shot 223, so yeah, he got it.
well,
Aaron-
John had 238.
Aaron's 244 max. Yeah.
I mean, as long as he doesn't face plant right here, I hope he does not.
No, he didn't faceplant. He
Well,
let it go a little while.
Well, hold on now. Brian, 1444. Never mind.
Yeah, 44.
He can only go for 44 too.
49, 48 worst case scenario, so he's got it. What a hit.
Damien may have needed that. I don't, right now, let's see. The cut is, well, you can't count that, but. You gotta get Damien in yet. So Damien's looking like just under the cut, what the projected cut that we had. We projected right at 400, and right now he's going to sit at like 395, 396, 6, I think.
But he had a decent game first game. It's 219.
Oh,
Damien.
250.
215, that's what I said, right?
I thought you said 219. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's
215.
my bad.
Oh, not bad. No. It's my bad. Brian needed every last one of these sticks. But I don't know if it's going to help him.
Well, Carl was already in.
240.
Aaron was already
30.
in. Donnie was Donnie's out. Let's see. John Johnson was already in. Same with Tim Hardigan. They're both in already. Mike
Mike is close.
is close. I think Mike's going to get it by Mark, which is really weird to say. Oh man, I had the utmost respect for Mike. I had the utmost. I love watching him bowl because it's so simple. It's like you really kind of irritate the crap out of me. You're so simple, but he's deadly accurate. And then he takes the brace off. I don't want to brace no more. And he really doesn't. He didn't lose anything, that's for sure. If anything, he got a couple more boards. I'm not exactly sure why he took it off. Maybe because of the new PBA rule. I know he doesn't bowl many PBA events. I know he bowls a couple. But
He runs. He does a couple of PBA 50 events.
well, that's
usually.
what I meant. I'm at PBA 50. So Maurice is going to be close. He's going to be right at just under 2-0. Right under 4-0.
He can go 193.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 193. And he shot 2-0, 205.
Someone's excited.
They kept it on the lane.
Yeah. They got one.
They got one, yes. Or their kid didn't throw. Yeah, their kid didn't throw in the gutter.
Yep, there you go.
Oh,
Wow.
6'8". But you know what? It's 42. That's
There is still some bowling to do, so there's a reason why you did not see him dry hump the ball return.
yeah. He saved that for the last set.
Yeah.
And again, he may not be fully recovered for that.
This is true. You don't want to bust something open. That would be a terrible thing to explain.
And then we got to deal with Julie, and that's just not cool.
Wow, look at number 1 and number 2. Weird.
I mean, yeah. Carl got a 40-pin lead on everybody. But you look at 4th, 5th. Wait a minute. Why has he got Timmy down at 6th? That don't make any sense.
The computer's math ain't mathing.
That's a lot better right there.
That's more gooder.
I don't know what happened there. Either way, as of right now, let's see.
Excuse me. Yeah.
So Brian's out.
Brian Brookins, Chris Forrester, Red Team.
Clay's pretty much in. It can be Clay. I think it's going to be Clay. 90 gives him 201.
15?
Or not 201, but
215? 19 and 15? Yeah.
well, if he spares it.
Yeah. What a points.
He shot 219 the first game, so.
You say if he spares it.
So
Zero confidence.
Clay will be number 8.
I'm going to be 100% honest. I didn't see the 10. I didn't look at the stream.
really?
I didn't see the 10 there. I just thought he washed out. Or I
that's
thought he
why-
missed it.
okay, yeah.
That's why I was like, hey, he's got this. Whatever.
But to your point, yes, it would be 215. So I'm going to go to the front counter and make sure they wipe him clean.
All right. And there's 15. Mark had a $1.90. And there you are. So there is, well, it's still not right. It's got a filter. You can. I got you. I got you. I got you. Don't worry. What did he do? What he do? I can't interact with. So this needs to go away. What is this? I need to refresh this. I need to interact with it. The way this website is not allowing me to do this. Okay. It's not allowing me to interact with that. That's sucky. Still like this for now. So this is your current top 8 in the proper order. You got number 1 with Carl Williams at 508 for 2. Second place is Tim Hardigan with 490. John Johnson, number 3 at 483. Aaron Holloman, 465 for 2. Fifth is Clay Hardgrove with 434. Sixth is Mike Williams, 431. Seventh, with a very nice recovery after his first game, Brian Kirkendall with a 425. And making the cut by 2 pins is Maurice Chambers with a 398. Throw it back up there one more time. There were 4 pins between 10th and 8th. 9 from 11th down. From 11th up, excuse me. So these top 8 bowlers, they're going to bowl 2 more games. Same exact format. They're going to bowl 1 game, then they're going to swap over. I don't know if they're going to get any practice or not. It doesn't look like it. We're going to go right into it. We'll take this off. We resume. Bubble. So once again, we're going to bowl 2 more games. We're going to bowl 1 game on each pair. Pins do not carry over, so everybody is starting from scratch. All of the bowling they've done to this point does not matter anymore. So on 29 and 30, Maurice and Mike with Carl and Brian. 31 and 32 is going to have Aaron, Clay, Tim, and John. John Johnson. Switch back over to over here. And for those of you that know, Clay also has a YouTube channel. I think it's Clay Can Play. Like that. If it's the right person I'm thinking about, which I'm almost positive it is. These are some of the guys that like this end pair. I think we'll see some pretty decent scores. Me too. Reese missing the hip into the left over there on lane 30. Quite sure what happened there. John buries the pocket. So once again, if you guys are new here, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Like the video. and subscribe to the channel. I can't stress this enough. The guys that put this show on for you, the guys that put the show on for you, they make $0 off of this. They do this because of the love of the sport. I do it because I love the sport. I've looked at different ways to be able to give back to the sport or to try to help the sport in any way I possibly can. And I feel this is a very, very good way to do so. So, that being said, a single air baseball Jamal. You right here. I do with you in person. But the guy, long story short, which is already long, but oh well. The guys don't make a dime, and they do it for the sport. We want to promote this as much as humanly possible. So when you like the video, that tells YouTube, hey, anybody that likes bowling or likes this type of content, and they like this, and they'll throw it up on their feed for them. Oh, that was disrespectful. That was a good hit too. That was terrible. Woo. He had doubts. Maurice is struggling again. Just a little bit. Mike's starting off with a split, but Carl's starting off with a strike and 2 spares, single pins. Brian's got the spare and strike to start off the first 2 frames. Aaron is strike, spare, strike. He's got a strike spare on his next frame. Tim has a double in that absolutely disrespectful 9-pin. Clay is going to strike on that, guys. Except on the third ball. Well, the trend is going up. Seems like the lanes are coming to the guys, so it's where the scores will get a little bit better from here. He's on the ball a little bit faster now, Aaron is, than he did before when he was on this pair. He was hovering on 14 miles an hour. T-Pain, he is okay. He did not do very well about halfway, I believe it was, through the second game, and took himself off the list and left. Clay can play TV. Yes, that's Clay Hargrove's YouTube channel. Go check him out as well. But yeah, Johnny took his name off of the score sheet and packed stuff up and left. Wow. So one thing about this place, I haven't had happen much of anywhere else, but I see it all the time over here, is the sliding pins. We had one earlier while I stepped away from the desk for a second. Apparently we had one person hit or leave a 10 and it slid over all the way almost to the 8-pin spot. I've had a 10-pin go over to the 2-pin spot. And a lot of these guys have had just absolutely weird moves. It's crazy. You could close your eyes and it's a shot. It's done. You've got 10, and you turn around and the pin has flown across the pin deck. It's crazy. Ooh, Ryan with a nasty split over there on 29. Play with the spare. It's another one of those that if it was 0.01 boards to the left, it may have chopped it. Made an attempt at it, but did not bounce out. John gets his 10 pin, like he should have knocked down the first time. Back up on lane 31. And whiffed it. That's unfortunate. So the corner pins are starting to strike. Tim is here. A little high, but manages to sweep them out on 32. The 10 pin just gave up. Some good money was paid today. So Brian's look on 29 and 30 is not quite as good as it was last game. Tim asked for that one to come up a little bit. Mike's dealing with an open strike, 7 count right now. That was just a funky hit. Aaron looked like he threw his rosin back down there with the pins. Don't know what that's about, but taking a step back, even with an open frame, it looks like Johnson doing pretty good right now. Swear I don't think that Aaron is 100%. Because he shot that he shot at the 7 pin, came back and kind of rubbed his side a little bit. He did have surgery. So him running the side, I can't help but think that he's not 100%. Nowhere near it. John with another strike. And Mike is not having a very good time over on 29 and 30. That sounded high. Fortunate to leave only the 6 pin though. Brandon doing a little bit of payout. So it's starting to affect our. Tim, however, still here. So with that, Tim and John very close to each other. John's actually got the advantage right now. If they were to punch out. Wait, take that back. No, that's right. Aaron with another open. Carl with the split and open. I thought the lanes were going to open up to everybody, but apparently we're having a little bit of issue. They're starting to change around a little bit. Oof. Very, very close. Shooting on the same shot we shot on yesterday? No. This is, I think he said Broken Road. And the shot yesterday was a Gary Faulkner special. Was what I was told. I'm interested to see how long Aaron can bowl. That ball was high. He is in pain. Take a look here. Because the battle seems to be between Tim and John right now. For your number 1 and number 2.
Alrighty, no, that's done. Sounds like a commentator for a single A baseball team.
I told Jamal I'll deal with him when I see him next one. That's why he laughed.
Especially after the crap he posted today. I mean, he posted like 8 things in like 4 minutes from waking up at like 6:03 this morning.
This is true.
He, I'm assuming you, Terrence? Okay. Yeah, he's at home now.
Yeah, he's made it back to the house.
And the thing is, he probably wasn't. Let's see, what was the cut?
I don't know what he was on track to shoot.
It wasn't terrible. So the cut was 400.
Yeah.
He shot 190. I think he could have, I think. I'm not 100% positive here. I think he could have shot 210.
Yeah. It wasn't bad.
I don't think he had an open. I think he had like a strike. I don't know that he had a string, but I want to say it was like strikes and nines. I don't think you'd be able to find it.
Yeah, I can.
Can you see it that close? He pulled out. Well, he didn't, clearly. I think the sixth frame. I think he pulled out like the fifth, sixth frame. No, Terrence, they're not bowling on the same shot. I don't know if Dustin, they're bowling on Bourbon Street.
Down to single A from the majors because he acts like me. Oh, well.
See the pull? There you go. See the pull-out joke. So I got a bunch of crap. So there weren't many people that watched yesterday's stream because it was just streaming of the bowling. As soon as I canceled, because after 8 games, I was a wet noodle and I was done. I got 5 text messages. Hey, who won? Where's the finals? And I'm not gonna lie, one, I didn't realize there was a finals. I thought it was 8 games and done. So I got people that were pissed at me because I didn't continue streaming the rest of the tournament. And had I not been like exhausted, I would have stayed. But I was done. I was hungry. I had to clean up all that stuff. Put all my equipment away, bowling and electronics. But I will not be bowling in the Sammy Oliver tournament, not because I don't want to. I enjoy doing the streaming, and I'm not going to do that again. If I'm going to stream, I'm not going to bowl. So unless it's just me, the camera follows me, and no one wants to watch that crap. So does everybody like the chat being on the screen, or is that just, can we do without that, or what? Just kind of curious. And there's the prettiest almond, Miss Julie.
Hey, Brandon. 217.
He cheated?
If he cheated.
Wow. So, I mean, he made a cut. What frame was it?
Huh?
What frame did he pull out?
Seventh. He completed 7.
He completed 7. Oh, that's even worse.
We had the 8th, 9th, and 10th to go.
I mean, granted, he still has to sheet, and I don't think he had more than a double.
No, but to your point, he had 1 open and it was a split.
Definitely after he groaned, yes. So, shockingly enough, I mean, we had a decent amount of brackets for, what it was. And, of course, my math screwed up.
Wow.
Wow, you got lucky with that one.
So we got Carl with a 183. Maurice with the 200 on the button.
Well, you got Aaron with,
Mike
186.
Mike with a 181.
They got Mike, yeah, well. Wait, no, Mike with
No, he didn't strike. He didn't go
Not
yet.
yet.
182 if he
He
strikes.
shoots 181, I'm going to laugh my ass off. Oh, he got 182.
Well, time machine's broke.
I mean, Brian, he's only going to go out for 2-0 if he spares and strikes,
6, 7, 8, 9.
That
Yeah,
is-
205.
Wow, what a change of pace.
Yeah, that's.
And
remember, everybody-
who's leading? Timmy.
Yeah. Remember, pins from the last 2 games do not carry over. We are starting fresh.
correct.
So this is like a brand new tournament.
Well, at this point, it really is. You've got Timmy with the 237 and John with the 220. They're the only, well, officially, Brian hasn't bowled yet, but well, he also had both. That's, wow.
198 for Clay if he
I'm gonna
strikes.
have him swap the lanes again. Hold on.
Yeah, this is polar opposite. So this goes to show you more than anything can happen. So Brian is gonna. Is that a 9 count, or did he actually strike? I couldn't tell. 204. I believe was his score. I'm gonna pull this back up here. Give it a little refreshy fresh. And this is not. Yet updated. We'll wait for the update. But as of right now, your first place is going to be Tim with the 237. Second's going to be John Johnson with the 220. Third is going to be Maurice with the 200. Fourth is awful close. Nope, take that back. Brian Kirkendall is third. Maurice is fourth. The cut line is 200 even. Yep, that's it. Tim, John, Brian, Mo.
You're right. No, you're right. I wanted you're absolutely right. So,
Did we get scores?
well, hold on. I had to make a second. I just wasn't having a good day. I wasn't doing anything right. So,
Hang on.
hold on.
Hang
There we
on.
go. Studio mode.
Yeah, because I couldn't get it to, I couldn't interact with it earlier, so I had
No.
to.
Yeah, it was the way I set up. We're gonna leave it at that. We're just gonna leave it at that.
Do better.
Really, I mean, let's see. Is it that one? Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
It's that one.
Because it was showing the funky one. It was showing the funky.
How we
Standard.
transition. How we take it out of. So there we go. Tim Hardigan doing Timmy stuff again. John Johnson is in second. Brian Kirkendall is in third. Maurice is rounding off the top four. We're only taking the top four. And of course, Brian said that. He goes, I'm probably not bowling. He's sitting third right now, and he's got. I mean, granted, it's only a 7-pin lead over fifth, but he did just open. We're going to bowl the whole finals. The finals are going to be on 31 and 32.
I don't think you're going to have anybody complain about that.
I thought about it. I was going to put them all in their own lane. And I was like, you know what? Thought about it. And Brian Kirkendall, as usual, he was right. And I'm just going to put them all on 31 and 32. It's one game. And pins are wiped clean. So
So we have this game. We're going to cut to the top four. We're going to have one last game on 31 and 32.
that's it. I'll pay out top four.
And then we're done here.
So, let's see. Dots.
Staying true to my statement I said earlier, the higher hits don't have that great of a pin carry percentage as you do with lighter hits.
Yeah, that's that is how traditionally that way. You know, what is it? Hit him light,
Hit them light and watch them fight.
watch him fight.
100%. Tim with the Greek church over on 29. He is not liking this game at all right now. After the first shot, what the heck was that? What is he throwing? Is that a theorem he's throwing?
It was crap.
What are you throwing? What are you throwing? Okay, hammer effect. Never
Crap
mind.
is what you're throwing. Timmy 237. Well, Timmy won the high game. There we go.
Maurice seems to have found it on this pair. Not everybody can throw the ball directly through the middle of the face and strike, so, you know. I take that back. Donnie can, or Ryan can too. That ball was on the nose. Clay's thrown 2 shots that were a little bit high. First one, I think, was a 4-9, and the second one was 4. John starting out with the front 3 again. Mike's liking this pair a lot more. Aaron started off with a 9 spare and a double.
He needed help. He was 18 pins behind.
Yep. Those looking good over here. Got the shades on and everything.
Got the troop out here again. There goes Timmy again. Was that 5 pin? Yeah. That was not a no drive. That was a bad ball.
That was better. Better.
No better.
My, how the turns are tabling. Once again.
I couldn't even say that.
Yeah.
I'd have screwed that up. There's Clay. So Clay's struggling. He was right below the cut. Aaron was below the cut. Aaron's got looking at 290.
Maurice is on the bubble. He's looking good.
He's looking good this game.
Carl was 7th. Said it before and I'll say it again. You just never know what'll happen. Keep your head in the game. Buckle down and do the damn thing.
3 people at the bottom of the list are looking at 280 plus.
Yep.
Three people that were 4 pins away from each other looking at 280 plus. And at this point, I mean, Timmy shot 37, granted. Maurice, he was on the cusp.
I mean, you get enough
You might
getting up there. Yeah.
What's John doing? I mean, John's going out for 78. At this point, I think you can count Clay out. Brian's going to be close. I think you can count Clay out. This is going to be
Everything else,
stupid close.
yeah. Everything else is right there.
I don't think Timmy's going to be out, but I don't think he's going to be one. Oh.
So that's where you learned it. Interesting.
Carl didn't shoot 300 yesterday, did he? Or did he? I think it was like 6 of them. Oh, no. There's 6 of
Post
them.
fires out.
Huh? Yeah, right? And still go high. And still go high. Yeah, Clay's still, still struggling. I like the stream better Wednesday. There's a whole lot more interaction with the chat.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, it sounds stupid, but I really enjoy the interaction with the chat. Of course, half of it was trying to figure out who in God's green earth Memphis was.
So, Carl yesterday, not yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, sure.
248, 256, 259, 234, 279, 277, 197, 236. I don't give a crap if he didn't shoot 300. That's freaking baller.
Well, he led. He led against a guy who shot 300, but ultimately ended up beating him. Let's see what Timmy's got. Oh, he let out the window.
Yeah, you did. He's struggling right now.
Not
He
only
is.
struggling, I think he's using up all his got a free jail card with that one.
Yeah. Well, it's still a split.
Yeah, I mean it's a split, but like I said, he was only 37 basically above the cut.
Oh, wow. Yep, take him off. Nope.
Yeah.
Look everybody dead in their face as you walk off the approach after that one. So it looks like Donnie Wilson shot 300 yesterday. Gary Faulkner shot 300 twice. Aaron shot 300, 7th game. I think that was the 300s that we shot. Which, 300, 4 300s. It's not too freaking shabby.
There's more than 4, but okay.
What I'm seeing, let's see, 1,
At least 3
2.
of them were lefties. Because 2 of them were about 1 lefty.
3, yep.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
you ain't got that much hand, Mike. You ain't got the brace no more. Yeah, Timmy's in trouble.
Able to come back though. He did have a strike. That's his 2nd strike of the game.
So he threw 3rd.
3rd. I can't tell. I have to wait for the
It was
frogs.
not only that, it's the 3rd
And it-
only on the left lane. He threw a bad ball in the 3rd, but otherwise, he's only struck in the left lane. Granted, other ones were 9 counts and a split of some. Aaron's
back. Made a comment earlier. He came off the approach when he was on 31 to 32. He came back off the approach and he was kind of grabbing his side a little bit. So he's kind of feeling it a little bit.
bowled 8 games yesterday, so.
So 8 games and then going here and again
I don't
after
know
freaking
how much-
surgery.
Right, I don't know if he's bowled. I don't know if he bowled prior to yesterday since the surgery.
I don't know. Plays 2nd strike of the game on 30.
He thought I was going to jump a little bit. He was begging a little.
Carl saw where he was on the leaderboard and didn't like it, so he's fixing it right now.
Right.
I think so did Aaron. Wasn't
Well,
good enough.
I think so did Mike. Again, all 3 of them, and now they're looking at Mike is going to be along with a 260,
Wow.
268.
Good big carry right there.
258, excuse me. If you sheet, 258.
All right, Tim's back. Got his
First double of the game.
first double of the game. You are right. Ryan crossing over for
I mean, Brian,
4-7.
Brian was close too.
yeah.
So it was going to be. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to say Aaron, Mike, Carl, and John. I'm going to say those 4.
Aaron, Mike, Carl, and John.
And I say Brian's within 2 marks. Okay, so now he's looking at 47. So he's looking at 47. And
Very, very close.
what is what's Brian looking at? 36? Brian, is that right? Brian goes up 36.
36.
That would put Brian in.
Mo 79. Woo!
So I'm pretty sure Aaron and Carl at this point have just about locked.
Just about.
Aaron, I think, locked it with that.
Now they're just gonna battle each other for a high game because if Aaron happens to miss, oh, what happened there?
I don't know. Timmy got his first three-bagger, and he needs all of it.
Yeah, every
He
single
needs
bit.
every single pin right there. You see, he shoots 17, 40, 70. He's gonna shoot for, and then with total.
Oh my gosh.
What, Clay?
Yeah,
Like I said,
that was a weird hit. At least it looked like it from the side. That was terrible. That was a terrible break. Something
so
could
he's
have
gonna go out for 44. So he'd be 244 if he shoots. Excuse me, 444. And then you got Aaron. He's gonna be right at 486 or 476.
Yep.
Brian might be. I think it's gonna come down to Brian and Timmy. Mike's gonna be close. Mike's gonna be right at 87. So that's 47. No, Mike only. He's looking at 420.
Aaron just whipped the headpin.
He didn't need it, but it'd have been nice to have it.
Yeah. And the one game after this is going to be winner is no pins carry over to this either. It's
No, carry over. Carry over. Wow.
where
what
you
a
land is
bullpen.
where you land.
I might have been wrong. Mo might be. You know what? I take that back. Maurice is going to be. Maurice is going to be at 479. Carl,
So Aaron's
tell him
260.
about 32. Okay, thank you.
Aaron's at 260 if he punches one more.
Oh wow, that was.
Wide.
He needed that. So 10 under, it gives him 420. 440, 430 on the dot.
And yeah, if he converts.
Well, he didn't convert. Well, I said Clay was definitely out.
So
Oh, this
427.
is gonna be so close.
Yeah, it is.
So John's probably gonna be. I don't know that he's gonna be number one, but John's in, Aaron's in. I don't know that Timmy's gonna make it. Huh? Yeah. No. You weren't far. You needed a little help, but you weren't far. You were sitting third. I mean,
Yeah, but the 208 on the good pair over there, you come over here and it's 32 is 9 points different than 31.
so you're saying 31, 32 is uglier? Not just for lefty in general.
No, I don't know.
Oh, it needs to go. Look at that.
Lefty. Well, you'll see the fall. They've been ordered.
They were supposed to be today. So,
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
see if it's more games that and also so a lot of
Right.
where you see being sliding across, that won't happen with the wood beans.
So, what do you think we should do for which pair to make it fair? I don't want to just dictate it. And then, oh, what about if I put 2 chips in there, and whoever's number 1 draws? 1 is 29 and 30, and 2 is 31 and 32. Most democratic. Oh, better yet, I got one better. I'll leave all the chips in there. It's an even. If it's an odd number, it's 29 and 30. It's an even number, it's 31 and 32. That's what we'll do.
There you go.
Whoever's number 1. I think it's safe to say Aaron won the last high game. What? No, I take it back. Hold on. Hold on.
No? You've got.
79 machines.
Oh, he did, but never mind.
Yeah, I thought he
Not
was,
somebody else's on. Wait, never mind. Oh, never mind.
so there you go. Well, it could be a
All
tie.
that.
It could be a tie. Oh no. Yeah, it could be a tie. Maurice needed that. That knocks Tim out.
And one.
No pressure. You need this for $10. $10.
That's a statement I didn't really think I was going to hear, especially after the first 2 games.
What?
That knocks Tim out.
No. They didn't think anything of it. He's going to be 10-ish. I said he's going to be about 10 out.
Maurice is wanting
You know
some
what?
redemption.
I almost would say the 4th person picks. Oh. I almost want to say the 4th bowler picks the parry. You know,
Just to spice things up a bit.
just to spice things up. I mean, just. Okay, now. Who is featuring you? Who is featuring you?
Who is what? I have no idea.
Nah, I'm not going to do that. Put all y'all on there.
Featuring you, I don't remember if you have been here before. There's a knob him. It didn't really matter at this point anyway. It was a nice to have, but maybe I have. Maybe I haven't. What did I do? So I think how it's gonna work out is John, Carl. Wish they had grab it to go away. John, Carl. John, Carl, Aaron, Mo. Yep. John, Carl, Eric, and Maurice. That was not who I had picked out.
All right, he drew it. So he drew a 2, and we're going to bowl on 31 and 32.
We're going to bowl on 31 and 32. Single. Everybody on one pair.
Everybody on one pair.
All right.
So, is that right now? That is correct. I was way off, actually.
Well, the first four.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's not even right. There we go. I said 10 pins. He was out by 20. Kirkendall was only out by 8 pins. Brian, 8 pins. 8 pins. I mean, the way you talked after you left the first game, you didn't have a chance. And we're sitting there looking, I'm like, wait a minute, he's not out of it. So, finals gonna be on 31-32. Everybody's gonna want one game. No pins carry over. And there's that.
So John, Aaron, Carla, Maurice, and fifth was Brian.
Still want to know featuring you.
I asked them if they've been here before because I can't remember if I've seen their name or not, and they said maybe I have.
Well, I won't know.
Maybe I haven't.
Just change the names. Now, I will say this. Gary's got like 32 YouTube sign-ons.
This is true.
So,
Brian was 8 pins back. 8 pins to tie, 9 to take over.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
it really doesn't matter. Y'all decide that. It doesn't really matter.
Brian's in fifth. Tim finishes sixth, which nobody had that on their bingo card, I don't think. Mike finishing seventh after a good 236 game. It wasn't enough to pull him up. And then Clay finishing eighth with a 394. So no pins carry over. This is a winner take all deal.
No.
Not a winner take all, but as it stands.
I have 3 pissed off people.
Yeah, well. How they finish is how they finish. That's what I would like to say. Score should be pretty darn good.
So, Kristen did not know Carrie's last name or her maiden name. So,
Yep. Yep.
so I was wrong. She was listening.
Whoops.
Uh-oh.
So that'll be a very long car ride home.
Yeah, real long. I've got 3.5 minutes.
We'll take the back roads.
That was the back road.
Let's see if I can make it home without touching the accelerator. Aaron with
I noticed it's slightly, I don't even know what you want to call it, but featuring and then you. Sounds like something Ben would put up there.
Like Aaron, I don't remember him throwing that ball. Aaron throwing the ball that he's got now. He may have had a ball change.
He just had a ball in his hand, but I don't know if that was because he took it off of the other pair. I don't remember that.
Going back.
Oh.
That ball went and sat. That ball got to the pin deck and said, no more. It's very interesting out in that little rack. I honestly think this is going to come down to Carl and Aaron. The only reason I say that's because Mo and John already have a spare. John has looked very, very good. I haven't spoken much of him, but he has been throwing a really good ball.
I don't think we threw that ball before.
Anyone that's watched Aaron bowl, the number of single pins that he has missed is shocking, to say the least. He does convert that 70. Keep in mind, he did throw a shot earlier, well, a couple of shots earlier. Came back off and was kind of holding aside. I'm actually going to move this camera. That ball did not recover again. So we'll see if John can recover on that left lane. Looks like Mo and John both do not like that left lane. Does cover the spare. Mo's going to try to line it up for his first strike of the game, which is kind of odd. Once again, gets to the head, gets down to the pin deck and just stops.
This almost looks unfair.
Mo's ball looks like it gets to the pin deck and it's just like, I'm not going to turn left anymore. It just rolls out every time. Oof.
I don't know how you can have it so much for 8 frames and then go clueless. On the
Yeah,
same
because he was on 31-32 last game. He was very, very good.
Shot 247, and most of that was the first half of the first 2/3 of the game.
Oof. A little lucky there. A little lucky there.
Little
Unlucky there.
So I'm going to say Carl.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? He
I said just a second ago.
He just Jacob Buttripped that.
I said earlier I think it was going to come between Carl and Aaron.
Between Carl and Carl.
And right now, the fight for second.
I'm about to say, forget calling first. We're just going to call second. You know, I want to thank everybody for the people that have watched. The last stream had like right at 400 people so far from last Wednesday. Not last night. Yesterday's stream didn't get hardly anyone. That's because there's no commentating. There's no, you know, no interaction whatsoever. Oh. All right, so who's going to finish last?
Right.
Well, that was a legit question. Who's going to finish last? What the?
Okay, so coming soon to Eagle Bowling, verifying equipment. And that was it.
I've got 500 on anybody that wants to bowl Carl after this. But it has to be on 31 and 32.
Has to be.
I mean, if I talk to Carl, I might go 1,000. I say that, and in walks Gary.
Right. Somebody call my name?
Did someone say $1,000?
Hello?
Did somebody say a G? Yeah, okay, I'm on. That's pretty much all he's going to do. Shoot up for it, $1,000, which is kind of funny. I didn't think about it. Gary, a G. There.
Yeah, so the battle for second place is between John and Aaron
Yeah.
currently.
Unfortunately, Maurice is checked out.
Not from the lack of a couple of good shots, though. That I mean, he started off not bad.
I just know what happens when we last game this game. It's the same pair. I think he's throwing the attention star, which, if I'm
What is that?
mistaken, huh?
What was that earlier? Yeah, he,
That's boring. That's boring.
I just don't know how. I just don't see how his ball is just rolling out on him right now. That's what it's doing.
Maybe he should have Simoed it and gone backup ball.
It's pretty good at it.
I mean, Dietrich started doing that not too long ago, and he had a fair amount of success. Ah. Oh, crap.
That ball ran early.
Well, I mean, think about it. We got a decent amount of lefties, you know, in comparison. So we had, well, hold on. I might be wrong on that. Well, maybe we only added two. No, we had Brian and Donnie, so there's two more. There's four. So we had four lefties. Well, corner of the field.
Dude,
That's not really gonna hurt them.
a little bit outside.
Corner of the field was lefty.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know what the I think it's still higher than the PBA standards. Unless of course it's the tournament after the Masters.
Anything.
Huh?
Anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, that just
Another ball.
it just rolled right out. It didn't do anything. It went straight. Kind of like Carl's, it's running. I mean,
Right.
Carl's it's running for the 7-pin going through the pocket. We get split in 8-10, he's split into 7-8.
even with that, I think he just needs to mark out.
0 drops frames.
Still, you are correct.
Yeah, I think the lefties are a little confused because they don't ever get this much traffic. I mean, again, you had a lefty bowling on every pair.
Yep. Almost faced.
Oh. I mean, you know, Mark. If Maurice gets like 2 marks in a row, he's right back in it. Yeah, so we had 4 bowlers that don't bowl in this in our association.
It's fair.
Bowl this on a Monday night. I appreciate those people coming out.
Well, Mo's gonna need some help. He also opened, so yeah,
We had a washout, so
he did. That was better. He didn't get it out as far.
he got some help. He didn't get a 7-9. He got help there.
Yeah.
Like I said, that ball just it hit the spot. And it didn't deflect at all.
Nope. Carl said he's sorry and it'll never happen again.
Yeah, well.
I was talking about the 7th frame. The
Oh,
washout.
oh, yes,
He
yes,
said he's
you're
sorry
right,
about
yeah.
that and they'll never
Well,
happen
he's
again.
got to go back to that lane again. 32 is different than 31. I mean, it is its own lane. It's an island by itself.
That's what I'm hearing. People were saying that it plays these 2 lanes. Ooh.
Oh, he got a Holloman hit there. He needed that too, the worst way.
Surprisingly enough to be the 2 of the most favored lanes are playing quite a bit different.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
We're gonna come down to that's gonna be a fight for second right there. I mean, you got a 10-pin. You have a 10-pin difference right there. One's got a strike. The other one's got a spare. And it just rolls. It does it.
It just lays.
It's burnt up. It's burnt up. I clearly he's not using the right ball. I don't know that there's another part of the lane he should be playing. I mean, he's deeper than Carl. I mean, look at it for the spare.
Even the spare ball.
No, I mean, that was, oh, you're right, it was a spare ball. I didn't go the same ball. It just. Well, I can go ahead and pick first out.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. That'll save some time.
John gave that one a lot more room. He got a lot closer to the ditch.
But be careful doing that, though.
Only if you're Maurice. Because that'll roll out and take out the 6-pin then.
I mean, I don't even have a problem with it rolling, with it finishing
Oh, no,
the way it
no,
is.
Yeah, do something.
If it was just, if it was lined up better with the pocket, it could work. But any differences in hand motion, any differences where the ball hits on the lane, it can mean a matter of going high or not even hitting the head pin.
Well, like I said, watch him throw his backup ball when he spares. The ball was getting length.
It drives more.
It was getting length. It was conserving energy. Oh, wow.
You
I
doubted
thought he
it.
chopped that.
You doubted it.
Oh, hey, yes, I doubted it. But look, here we go.
One 10 pin, I don't know her. So let's watch it again. He is throwing the attention star.
It's worse on 31. I don't think it's as bad as 32. That one,
That one was inside.
yeah. And it kept going.
It did.
But maybe you should have gone for Brooklyn's. I don't know. They grabbed a spare ball. I mean, finally a good ball. Hard to criticize that one. First strike of the game, the 10th frame for Maurice. Can he get a double? Got a double
Left
Brooklyn.
side.
Yes. A bucket. A bucket.
I don't know what he threw. He didn't throw his regular shot.
No, he's got the effects in his hand. It wasn't a theory. He took it off the rack.
Nope.
Took it off the rack. His spare
That
ball.
was a spare ball. Yeah. He just kept it on the lane.
Oh!
Best ball in the game. He's happy about it.
He's like, thank God I don't have to blow up 31 again.
Yeah, right?
Aaron needed that to force John a strike. He doubles, it's over.
Yeah, John doubles his own.
But I tell you what, if they split, I'm going to be pissed. If they tie, I'm going to be pissed.
That'll be three in a row.
3 times had Jason Robinson and you. Oh,
There it is.
Could you go tell Christian about 32?
This doesn't
Go
help.
find him. Oh, he's right there, 1920.
This isn't helping things.
His
Aaron-
first 3-bagger of the game.
Yeah. So Aaron has forced John to strike the first one.
Actually, that was his first double.
Yeah. Anything lower than a strike for John, and we have a possibility of tie. And what happens? We're waiting on pins.
Actually, correction.
No,
He needs a double.
he needs the double.
He needs a double.
I am sorry. Look, he said, "Can I bowl on 30?" No, absolutely not.
He needs a double. Oh, there's a
Five,
there's
six,
a
seven.
mechanic.
You're right.
He needs a double.
You're right. It's 10, not 20. So yeah, he needs
Math
both.
has just not been our fan tonight. Math has not been our fan at all tonight. So I can pay first and third, or first and fourth rather. You know, it's something I hardly ever do because I hardly ever think about it. I'm just paying out and just get done and get out of here.
Oh, this is.
I never take pictures. Oh. Oh, there's a pin caught in the. Okay, not a big deal. I never take pictures in post the winners, and I see people that do it all the time, and I never think about it until after the fact. So Carl has won without question.
Now it's a race for
Maurice has
second.
finished fourth without question. But we do not know who second and third is. And I want to thank the 14 people that are still watching, including hopefully featuring you. That's got to be Gary. It really has to be Gary. There's too much punctuation for it to be Brownlee. Although it's a pink F, so maybe.
Well, if there's no icon, there it is.
Oh. Hey, guess what? Carl and Aaron won. Carl got first, Aaron got second. There's a shock.
If you would have told me that would have been the case, I would agree with you.
So Carl wins 500. Aaron wins 275. John wins 175, and Maurice gets 120. So, alrighty, I'm gonna give the money to the winners and actually take a picture this time.
There you go.
And post it. So, I'll be right back.
So there you have it.
I never take a picture of paying up a living. So I'm gonna do that.
And the MAONO Caption. Gary Caption. Yeah, Gary.
So yeah, he's gonna actually take photographs and post them this time. Yeah, the scouts were cheap for you today. Carl making a comment about his scouts that he's had today. Absolutely, the scouts were in his favor today. I don't even know if you could call it that though, because when you throw the ball at Mock Jesus and you send the head pin across and take out the entire back row, I mean, it's gonna happen. But Carl made a comment about the scouts being in his favor today. I get that, but I just made a comment. It's like when you throw the ball at Mock Jesus,
Yeah, right.
you
Yeah,
send the
give
head
it-
pin across to take out the entire back row. There's really no way that you can.
And he crushed a couple that, I mean, weren't terrible balls, but they were not,
He hit 7
yeah,
and he got 10.
correct.
So
And there's a couple times I think he hit 6 and he got 10.
this is true, but you saw that a lot. There were quite a few
Do what?
shots.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a lot of shots that buried nut flush should have struck. A lot of shots, no way in hell you would have thought that ball struck. You look away from it, you look back, and there's 10 there.
Yeah.
So
And you really can't say that, I favor the lefties and favor the righties. You had two
absolutely
righties-
not today.
We had 2 righties and 2 lefties in the finals.
There you go.
And then we crossed, both pairs. So I think maybe pairs made a difference, but I don't think it was lefty and righty side as much. Now, lefty probably dried out more so than they're typically used to here. But I mean, it wasn't terrible, obviously. So
I will say 29 and 30 did look like it was a rougher pair than 31-32. Even though we had a couple people say 31 and 32 were greatly different from each other.
I mean, don't ask Carl that.
Right. I mean, you wouldn't know
he
it by
averaged
looking at his scores.
260 on that pair.
Yeah.
Or
You would not
close to
see it.
So, all righty. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank Dustin for coming and commenting with me. As always, I enjoyed that. And I have no idea when the next one's going to be because week after next, leave for Detroit for the miserable junior gold. It's going to be terrible. Although I've never bowled or been at, I forgot it, Allen Park. Thunderbolt. I've never been to Thunderbolt, so that'll be interesting. I've bowled in Detroit, but it's been friggin' years. So, all right, well, again, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Dustin again. I want to thank everybody who came out and bowled. Another,
Awesome
close.
event.
It was.
Awesome event.
Everybody bowled great. So, until next time, thank you again.
I tried to warn you in the beginning, but you did not listen. You clearly value very little in life. Either way, we thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed.